Baltimore, a wee Scottish man with a bonnet worn like a memento from his days as a coal miner walks the streets of Baltimore. He is far from the harbor with its schooners and the sea beyond, and Druid Lake and the decades-old statue of William Wallace with its sword held aloft. His open jacket flaps in the breeze but offers little relief from the summer heat. He flies through the ocean of people around him, weaving a trail through statues of Babe Ruth and Edgar Allan Poe. Both stayed here once long ago and are trig points now in a maze of avenues with faded street signs and the despair of factories made recently derelict. As he thinks about the clothes waiting for him, he conjures up the sweet smell of perk in his mind. Almost honey-like in scent, it makes his nostrils twitch. He passes shops and small dwelling places. Behind him in a flat with an open window, a man living on the ground floor yelps like a dog when his team gets beat at a game played by children. In the distance, the skyscrapers stretch out like flowers and strain towards the sun. He walks towards the hive of activity that is his brother-in-law already at work. Jimmy looks through the front window and sees him buzzing about. He looks up and spots Jimmy, stings him with a look that is meant to hurt. They look for a button from a rock band's tunic as workers come flying in and drop off their stained stuff. Each item has its own scent as pungent as pollen, he thinks. Jimmy comes across stains which cannot be mentioned in children's books and wrinkles his nose and curls his lip, then shakes his head and cleans other items of dress more like rags than clothes and covered in marks and grime exactly like the clothing worn by the twits. As the hours pass and the sun fades, Jimmy sighs when the last item of clothing has been hung up for collection. He locks the door and checks the handle before they head home. Glancing back, Jimmy eyes a black and yellow striped dress dangling on a rack, and smiles at the sweeter moments of a day's hard work.